Hello, welcome back to Sharing Creations by Carrie. And I am back to show you how I'm going to fix my shaker part of my card. That was a fail. I had taken the strips and cut them in half because the edging of this is so small. Well, it would not connect. I put 2 layers of glue, still would not connect. And the glitter would come out of it when you shook it. So I've decided that it's not going to beat me. Really, Pumper? So I disassembled it. The only part that I had to recut was this backing paper, because of course it's thin. The other um, paper was 5 layers or so. So I decided that I was going to try to see if I could fix it and figure out what I did wrong. And so I did a template of another one, not so thick as far as layers, but wanted to see if I could figure out what the deal was. So I think I have figured out the problem. You definitely cannot cut these strips. It is fine once you get the strip on. Guess I got some extras on this one. This is as thin as that strip will stick to the acetate. It wouldn't stick to the acetate, so there is all the problems that I had. So I peeled it off the card because the rest of the card was fine, and I didn't want to discard and it go to total waste. So I disassembled it. I was able to make another one, and I used the strip, which I was concerned was going to be too thick. Well, it's not. I attempted to do another one, but I started assembling it around right from the start, so I gave up on that one. So I looked at this one again, and I was like, I don't want this one to beat me. What I am noticing, though, because of the edges being thin and the tape, the 3D puff tape, some of the glitter is sticking to the edge, which is fine. I don't know how to get it any thinner without the acetate not sticking. So there's one I attempted. So I said, okay, we're going to fix this one. So now we are going to fix it because I do not want to disregard this card that I made, which I absolutely ended up loving it in the end, aside from the glitter coming out. Now, if you don't want to put glitter in yours, then you could probably cut this down a bit. Am I even in the... Sorry. um, if you don't want glitter, I'm guessing that you could probably do a thinner strip. You just couldn't go in half. And I think that's what the problem was, is that you couldn't cut this in half because it is not very thick to begin with. So, in my attempt to fix this, I think that is what the problem is getting it thin enough but also thick enough to hold the acetate so that the glitter doesn't come out. And you gotta butt them up as tight as you can. I feel like I'm a mile away from this. I had to clean my acetate and reattach it. I mean, I disassembled that sucker a lot. Foam stuck on my finger. You can put a slight curve to it, but not a dramatic curve. And I am tired, so trying not to make additional mistakes is going to be interesting. And you're going to hear my husband yell at the dog. Because he is being a whiny one this morning. So I'm able to angle the cut, so that will help also. Alright. So, putting that up as much as I can. Trying to angle cut this. And then, I take that angle off. And then we're going to go across. Kind of push that off to the side too much. I'm trying to make sure it builds up really good, but I think I'm pushing it too far. And we're trying to get it completely in the middle. And hopefully I don't goof it up. But the whole point is to show you that I was able to succeed at fixing it. And this corner is becoming difficult. Get it in. There we go. So it's all about angles. Angles matter when you're butting them up to each other. Okay, so here's the big deal. And I did it in the right order this time. My shaker thing is not equal anymore. Look like I'm missing some of it. Yeah, that's completely equal. That's not equal. And so I'm going to be ridiculous. There's much more over here. Yes, I'm being nitpicky. There's 3 hearts there. There's another one there. Okay. 1, 2 of them. We've got 2 of them there. Okay, I'm over the glitter already. I've had enough. Okay, now it's the peel off part. Down. Now it's trying to get it off so that it doesn't stick to me. Okay, now we've got the acetate sheet. Okay, I've got it straight. As straight as it's gonna be. Some overhang. Dang it. And you can see some right there. And you can see some there, which I think I did a better job on this one for the most part. It's not going to be perfect for me anyway. There, you got to be kidding me. It didn't have any come out on that one. Oh my god. Why is it that I hit record and it goes bad? Nothing came out of this one. Why is what coming out of this one? Are you kidding me? I don't understand. This crafting god's working against me. What are you doing? Leave Plumper alone. Oh, they're going to be all full of it now. So maybe it just needs time to settle and stick really good. Oh, my glue is not doing so well. Why? Oh, why? It's almost like my channel is going to be nothing but fails. Because I did a test run and it worked. Nothing comes out of this one. I'm guessing there's a possibility that my glue, I didn't get enough glue on the edge. My glue thing is just working against me today. Is that the only place that it's being ridiculous? Nope. Why is that? Come on. Okay, so that is just the top one. I didn't use my other glue today because of how much I struggled with it yesterday. Because it was either coming out light or it was coming out heavy. For the love of. I don't understand. This is incredibly frustrating. And for some reason, this one's fine. There's literally nothing. And there's glitter in here. And it's still coming out. I'm about to chuck these dies. It is glued all the way around. I don't understand why this stupid glitter's still coming out. But it also could be because my cleaning up instead of ditching it and starting over, which I just struggled to do because of all the effort that I put in. It's still fucking coming out the bottom. So it's not coming out there. It's coming out the bottom for some reason. And I can't see where it possibly is coming out. It's getting to the point where there's not going to be any more stupid glitter in it. This is incredibly frustrating. It's got a good seal all the way around. Just force that open. When all said and done, there won't be any glitter to test the shake. And it could be that I just rushed to show you that I got one to do it. And to not lose its glitter. But just that one spot. It could be because there's any glitter left in here. I'm just shaking it completely out. Well, anyway. There's still some in there, but there's not a whole lot left. Okay. There's still some in there, and nothing else is coming out. So the seal needs to be really good. You need to make sure that your glue is dry. Obviously, I am shaking too soon, so it's just bypassing it. But it seems to be okay now. And I can still see some glitter in here. Nothing came out. There's not much left, but you definitely have to let it sit. So it's not a total fail. It's just me being extremely impatient. And not letting the glue set before I started shaking it. Because I was so excited that I figured out that was what the fail was originally. So back on this goes. And cover up the mess I made pulling it off. And it'll cover it. And there it is. You definitely can. This will go on a card later. Hopefully you can see all that glitter that's in it. Seems to be sticking on the paper, so definitely need to do the fabric sheet on the paper too, not just the acetate. And nothing's coming out. It's clear that this is the thinnest I've found. And that shows just how much the same size it is. You can't go any smaller than this. At least I'm not seeing that you can. If you can go thinner than, what's this size? 6.7. No, that's the square size. This is. They tell you the size of the square. They don't tell you how thin it is. So when you go to order it, you definitely need to look at the pictures. And this is definitely the skinniest I could find. They're very possible that they're skinnier ones, but the acetate doesn't stick to it. So here's my not fail. Obviously, you can't cut it that thin. You could use it for, like risers behind here, things like that. You can cut it smaller. But the acetate ain't having that thin strip because it will not stick to it. So there's that. It was frustrating, and so I figured out in the process what the problem was and why it seemed to fail. There's a limit on just how much the acetate will stick to. And I'm wondering if you do go thinner, if you can use something like E6000 to attach them. Seeing that the acetate doesn't like the extremely thin strips, I'm wondering if you could put E6000 on it and then stick your acetate sheet on it and then put something with a little bit of weight. I'm wondering if you could do that. So that's something I very well may try because I don't like seeing any of the 3D tape. So maybe next round I started to do my the cocoa one, and I goofed and put it on the wrong side. So, and this is very small. And I know people have very small dies and want to do shakers. It's pretty easy to do the larger ones, but it's these small ones that have gained my attention to conquer. So, my next project is figuring out if that E6000 will work. Because it can't, just with the acetate and the 3D sticky tape. Even though it's really sticky, it does not want to stick to the acetate when it's really, really thin. So, here's my fail brought back to life. Thanks for watching. Bye.